Rolling These 20s presents Philly by Night. Starring Mikey Mike as Caitiff Baron Delroy Lindo, who is losing his grip on more than just his domain. Lonzo Gonzo as Ravnos Oscar de Leon Ponce, who has found himself figuratively and literally in the hot seat. Ivana as Bruja Serenity, who will deal with her sire's arrival after dealing with a breakup. Liz as La Sombra Dr. Aretza Ser, whose flesh-melting experiments may have more ramifications than expected. And our weaver of disquietude and terror, the Prince. After spending most of an evening apart, our coterie, well, most of them anyway, come together to stop a foe's private jet departure. Unbeknownst to them, one member may be going up in flames. In Chapter 18, Burnout.
And we are live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Rolling These 20s Presents Philly by Night. How we feeling, fine? You fine, folks? How's it going?
A little warm, little seasoned.
You can get over it. Time heals all wounds.
You'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So does a lot of blood. So does a lot of blood.
Hopefully this is a reverse here.
Sorry, the frames are ever so slightly off, but that should be fixed right about meow. So, yep, there we go. Hello, welcome. Glad to have you all here. We have a lot to go through tonight. So, with no further ado, we'll get started with introductions, and we will start with Ivy.
I'm Ivy. I use they, them pronouns, and I will be playing Serenity Sanchez the Bruja, who happens to use she, her pronouns.
Cool beans.
Boy. Now. I have terrible ideas. Oh, well.
No, it's fine. Liz.
Liz, I'm playing Ari, the La Sombra. Both use she, her, and yeah, this'll be something.
Mikey Mike.
Mikey Mike, I'm playing Delroy Lindo, the caitiff, still a baron, I think. Yeah. And I'm not even worried about anything tonight. Not worried at all.
No, you shouldn't worry about anything. Everything will be absolutely fine and perfect.
Yeah.
I apologize in advance.
Lonzo.
How are we doing? I am Lonzo Gonzo. I am playing the kindred formerly known as Oscar de Leon Ponce, or otherwise known as Tonight's Meal. We both use pronouns he, him, and yeah, I'm excited. Let's do this.
And I'm your storyteller, Prince, also known as Dimples and Dice. And, you know, as much as I try not to put my players through hell, not to.
We choose it.
They choose it a lot. And so that kind of leads us to where we are tonight. Who wants to do our recap?
Okay.
Liz, it is.
I'll fill in any blanks involving what I was involved in.
So last week, Serenity had run off for Bruja time, had jumped in at Fight Club, whooped a tall Viking chick. Actually, I think they tied, which was dope.
They tied.
Got pretty close.
Ran into her sire, yelled at him for a hot second, and he said, "Yeah, shut up, come talk." Walked off, talked to him for a hot second, and he said, "Look, your girlfriend's working for the Sabbat. Whether she knows it or not is the question. You should go find out." While that was going on, I think Delroy and Ari kind of just hung out. They hung out at Ari's. They had some discussions about what to do with Big Al, or what Ari should do with Big Al should she get the opportunity. Um, and a little bit, we were about to go start checking out the bodega when Serenity, Anita, and Genghis show up at the door, like, hey, let's go ex-girlfriend hunting. While all that is going on, Oscar had hacked into Sierra's hotel mainframe, got some information as the hacker shark bait, which I'm very happy he took that name. It's dope. And then he kept digging and decided, let me see if I can figure out flight schedules, which was enough to, I'm guessing, ping the FBI, who the next night showed up at his door saying, hey, what the fuck? He managed to get out of that haven and get to another, put in a call to Delroy at the last second, like, I am being followed by the FBI. I'm gonna have to lay low. Y'all take care of some shit. Delroy went, but all right, sure. And that was the last time we have heard from Oscar, because at that point, after getting off the phone with Delroy, Oscar felt a tap on his shoulder and heard a voice say, there's somebody who'd like to speak with you. For some strange reason, Oscar jumped, at least strange to Ari, not that she knows, got in the car that he knew was Second Inquisition because he had followed it once before, and I will give him, basically flipped the double birds and said, you can kiss my ass, when asked to turn over some of the Thin Bloods. In response, the second lady, Lydia, something like that, Sandra, there you go, put on some sunglasses and said, sure, and flipped a light switch and decided to UV cleanse the entire inside of the car, including Oscar. So he is slowly being boiled down to candle wax.
Too hot. Hot
Too
damn.
hot, uncomfortable.
Rudest tanning salon ever.
Yeah.
Definitely.
While that is all going on, the rest of the crew, including Anita, Genghis, Serenity, Ari, and Delroy, decided to drive to the airport to try and cut Sierra off. And we were about to just pulling up, something like that, when we left off last week.
And we saw the limo there.
Indeed. You did see the limo there. Oscar was basically put into extreme pain. And Oscar, mechanically, there is some things that you will need to do on your character sheet, or I will adjust on your character sheet and you will know that basically you took some aggravated damage and you are feeling very, very thirsty. But we'll get back to that. So, Ari, Delroy, Genghis, Anita are all in this car, and Genghis has shown himself to be quite the driver. To be honest with you, Genghis did quite well. You're surprised. He was driving very fast, but very competently. And you pull into this gate, which opens for you, and there is a limo pulled up to a hangar. You can't quite see what's in there, but there are several people here. There are several people standing outside of the limo. They're moving things. If I remember correctly, I pointed out there was a pallet with a box on it. If I did not, well, there's a pallet with a box on it. If you've ever traveled by air, you are familiar with this kind of box as a kindred. And you get a couple of looks, but no one's really paying too much attention to you. But these people are ready from the looks of it. There seems to be 3 men outside, none that you can see into the hangar unless y'all pull up further. Genghis is like, so what's the plan, boss?
I don't like this. You guys, I don't like this.
I didn't expect there to be some people, but
I don't trust this. I don't trust. We need to go.
go.
Leave.
We go. She's in Tokyo.
I will send you to Tokyo. I will send all 3 of you. I will send you an all expense paid fucking vacation. We need to go.
I think it's a little bit late to be turning back now.
Delroy, what did Oscar say? Why is he running?
He said something about the FBI, but
FBI.
You don't get the
No.
FBI for looking into somebody's security cameras. You get that for looking into somebody's flight plans. We need to go.
These people look like kind that are hanging around.
Can't tell from a car.
I don't want to test it. Does anybody really feel like testing that?
FBI.
I don't think. Well, I've handled a few feds before in my time.
No. You don't understand. You don't understand.
If she is really
FBI,
working,
as in 2I.
no, I don't know if it's that. I don't care if it's that.
Ari, think about it.
It's possible. Yeah, that's even more of a reason to leave.
Why would the Second Inquisition be working with Sierra?
Why wouldn't they
No.
follow a known lead? If the let's be real, the FBI isn't the smartest.
I think if 2i was really onto us, they would probably know what we're about to do. One less kindred doesn't mean much to them. But you know what? Serenity, this is your play.
That's not what I'm getting at.
This is your play. You can tell us
FBI
what
is
you
on
want.
Oscar's tail, right?
FBI is on Oscar. We have been seen with Oscar. So either they're following us, and I believe, Delroy, you already mentioned to Anita that 2I was following us.
I mean, y'all want to just go up and see who, like, some missing, hide in the shadows and such.
Ari, how good can you hide?
As you're saying this, there is another hangar, and Genghis starts to pull towards that hangar. It is a little further away from this thing, but this hangar is that he's pulling up towards is not very well lit. The one that this other plane is, it is well lit, and you see as he pulls around, y'all don't get a straight angle in there, but you only see like 1 or 2 other people in there. The plane is on. It looks like there's someone in the cockpit of the plane. The door to the plane is open with the stairs out. It's a small private jet. And it just looks like there's things being loaded onto it. Mostly people just working to load this place up. Few security, but that's it.
I am not going to stop you. I am just saying, we got information from somebody you don't like, you don't trust, right? Your sire, you have no reason to trust or believe this guy. And he says, hey, go check out this chick that the Camarilla is already looking at. And here we are, knowing the FBI is already following somebody that we're associated with, and we're just going to walk in?
Okay.
Again, I ain't going to stop you. I'm not getting any closer.
I think maybe that's a little paranoid, but I see where you're coming from. Anita says.
Like, maybe it is paranoid. I'm not going to say it's not, but I prefer my skin on my body, and being released into the sunlight will change that real quick.
So are we really planning on turning around after all this?
It seems crazy to me as well to just turn around. But you know what? It's not even up to us. It's up to Serenity. I mean,
I don't
mostly
want you
this is
guys
for
to
you.
die, so
I told you.
Shit,
There's
I
also
ain't
some
scared
stuff-
of dying.
I'm also not afraid of dying, but there's also a chance that we might learn some stuff from Sierra that we need to know, or it would be beneficial to know.
here's the question: how many people can we take on in a fight with just all of us and all those people out there?
I'm willing to bet at least a
And
couple
Ari,
of
no
them
offense, y'all
are
got noodle arms.
kind.
I know this because
Or
I've had to protect your
ghouls.
asses. We don't
How
know
many
of
people
them
are we
ghouls,
looking
we
at
don't know.
around this plane? Around her plane?
A total of about 5, it looks like.
Oh. Okay.
I want to do it, but Ari brings up a good point. I'm not risking what I have now to get back at somebody who hurt me before. So
The more I think about it, it's about you, but it's also about more than you, right? With what's going on with the Camarilla, like she is a link to some things that we might not
Make
be
a
privy to.
decision. The longer
I'm
we
not
sit
letting
here,
this
the
bitch walk
time we're
away.
wasting.
And Anita, like, climbs over both, or you,
I'm probably in the back.
yeah, whoever's in the back seat, she just climbs out of the middle because she's definitely the smallest of y'all. And Anita, let me see here. I want to make sure I can do this. Yep, that is the thing. She's going to bear with me a moment. Yeah, I can do that. She's going to use what do you call it? Unseen Passage. So I'll make that rouse check for her. And she passes. And Anita steps out of the car, closes the door, steps over on the side of the hangar, is gone.
I guess we're doing this. And Delroy wants to get out. And
She says, "Hold on." She's like, "I'm gonna go check it out."
Oh.
So y'all can you can follow if you want to. She's basically like, just give me a minute.
Okay.
And a minute goes by. Then 2. Then 3. Then 5. And Genghis is like, all right, come on. Just kind of like nervous, twitching.
Is there anybody else driving up? Is there anybody moving? Like looking at the rest of everything around us.
There's a truck in there. That's what they're loading stuff from, but it doesn't look like anybody else is driving up on here.
How long until takeoff? What was the time we had? Like 8 something? Did I make that up?
Yeah, I forget the exact timeline for when y'all
9
got here.
p.m.
Yeah, so y'all here are probably like 8:30 something, right?
I thought we said 8:15, 8:20.
Okay. Well,
I could be wrong.
We've been there a minute now, though. Anyway.
yeah, it's been a
I'm
little
gonna
bit of
figure this out
time.
anyway.
And then suddenly on the window you hear, and Anita shows back up and it's like, God damn it, woman, I hate when you do that. What is it? Rolls down the window. The 3 don't look like feds. Look like personal security, maybe. Strapped. Don't know what kind of weapons they have. The other one in the inside of the garage looks like, I don't know, butler maybe. See the type to have a butler?
Yes.
And then there's someone doing just some loading. Couldn't really get a good look on him. Didn't want to test potentially being seen, you know. And there's the pilots in the plane, and Sierra's in the plane giving orders from the sounds of it.
Do you sense any kindred over there? Were they all kind we're messing with?
hard to say exactly. I think there's definitely at least a ghoul or two in the group. One's definitely kind. Can't say it for sure who's the loading guy or the pilot, but I'm going to assume the pilot is not Kindred for obvious reasons.
Sure.
Employs a half-blood.
I mean, the first idea that comes to my mind is diversion. If we can get some sort of diversion, maybe some of us can get onto the plane. We can get her quick somehow, subdue her fast with brutality, and get her out of there.
I can create diversion. Diversion is what I do.
What do we think?
Do we have any other ideas? Better ideas, perhaps?
I mean, is the kind guy being like the kind guy's being? Everyone can see him loading. There's no way we could like stealthily get him out of there.
I mean, if you can be absolutely invisible, like Sierra, not Sierra, but Anita was potentially.
I mean, I could also try to do that. Maybe if we could take this guy out, I can many thousand faces him and be able to get onto the plane loading some stuff in there. But then what's that next step? I'm not sure. Because what is it that you say, Serenity? I have noodle arms?
Yes, she has shadows and she has mindfuckery. I should have thought of that before we did this.
Well, regardless of what, we're going to have to make a move here soon.
Right. Okay, well, the longer we're here, the more we know that they know that they're here. Okay. She's best in the dark. We gotta light this place up.
The plane's lit on the inside. I'm assuming all the lights.
Right.
are
Well,
on.
then we gotta get as many people out. We can't let her get in the dark. So, but one of us is gonna have to figure out what. One of us is going to have to either diverse, do something with the extra people around her, but keep her long, but fast enough that we can get on the plane, but not fast enough that she can get off. That makes any sense. What I mean is, we need to get in as fast as possible, right? So we can either do the diversion, that's fine, or we could take out the, or we could do both. Someone does a distraction, they'll remass many faces to tell Sierra that everything's fine. We get on the plane.
What kind of distraction you think we're going to do in an empty hangar, empty plane airfield, and get away with everything's fine?
Is there any of those like
some rando pretending to be some other rando to some rich lady?
If there's one of those vehicles, you know, like, you know, they have this little.
Can we just do this the easy way and just result to violence? Because that's ultimately what's going to happen anyway.
Is Serenity being swayed?
Anita's like, he might be right this time for once.
Yeah, I'm not thinking of anything better that's stealthy. Ari, listen. Don't worry. I'm not gonna ask you two to go any farther with me. If you want to get out of here, just.
I'm not just gonna abandon you, but I'm just putting my vote in as this is stupid.
In it to the end. I say if we're gonna do it, we do it. Maybe we can, Anita and I can try and get an unseen, get past some of these guys, maybe take somebody out, and that could be the start that you guys come in. Or we can try and make it on the plane, and maybe we can get Serenity or Sierra or something like that. But I think if we can maybe have a chance of in the ranks a little bit, as a surprise sort of thing, then you guys could come in with the full assault.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm about to punch one of these motherfuckers' lights out.
So yeah, I guess Delroy's gonna step out of the car, and Silence of Death, Unseen Passage, and
All right.
well,
So what is your plan, Delroy?
I think the plan is you said that there were about 5 dudes that are armed, one guy working the truck, a pilot, and Sierra.
There's 3 dudes that she knows for sure are armed. There's one person inside of the hangar itself. These other 3 are outside by the limo, just kind of like watching the rest of the airfield. They have an eye on your the hangar that y'all are in, but it's a distance away, and they probably won't be able to see anything clearly because it's dark. Inside the plane, she said she heard Sierra giving orders to someone. There's one person actively loading that she saw, but she couldn't get close enough to see if that was it. And that makes up the 5. And then there's the pilot.
Mm-hmm.
The 3 out front, she says she knows are armed now.
Okay. I feel like those should be the first that we go for. We get rid of the armed people, maybe get some guns ourselves. We take over the limo, which is a getaway, and then you guys come in and we go for the plane directly into the car. We get her out. Boom. Sound like a plan?
Genghis gets out of the car. Anita is back, invisible again, and what are you doing, Serenity and Ari?
Ari's
Let's
gonna
set
go
this
ahead and
up.
pop. Ari will get out of the car and go ahead and pop Shadow Cloak, and just once again, I ain't here.
The Shadow Cloak require a rouse check?
No,
Okay, cool.
it just gives me 2 to my dice bonus for stealth rolls, as well as +2 for any intimidation versus mortals, should I need it.
Cool.
I have to do a rouse check, huh?
Yeah, if you have abilities that cause a rouse check here, you need to pop them.
Awesome.
Genghis
Fair.
fails his rouse check, but Genghis is using prowess. Anything for you, Serenity?
Prowess.
Rouse as well. Give me that rouse check.
Stay in the box. I succeed. I'm at 1.
Excellent.
Prowess.
Second here. All right. With that, everyone gets into motion. Things are happening, and we are going to pop back over to our dear friend, Oscar de Leon Ponce. Oscar,
Smoky.
you feel horrible.
Hmm.
You don't see anything, but you just feel pain as if you're on fire, and it is not going away. And you hear a woman just laughing and laughing at you. You should have said yes. You should have said yes. And when you come to again, it's not so much that you know what's going on around you, but you hear things. Yes, we have a blank in custody. We think he can help us with the reverse engineering situation, if you know what I mean. Yes. No, he's not dead. At least he didn't turn into ashes. I was worried that he might, but I mean, smells kind of funny, but seems like he's still there. Dude, you want me to question him? You know, the other one is gone. Yeah, he did the creepy invisible thing. Why do we keep employing him? Because he's good at hunting other blanks. Really good at it. Fine. Fine. We'll remove it. Yes, there are proper security measures in place. Got it. Excellent. Phone hangs up. Oscar. You feel emotion on your chest. Stakes removed. Oscar, I know this is rough, but I need you to roll me a frenzy check.
Here goes Mountain.
Huzzah. You passed. Excellent. Oscar, you are incredibly hungry. And when you look down at your body, there's a hole in your chest. Your hands look burnt. Even to the point where like you see some of your fingers are kind of just bone. They're like skin is starting to slowly grow its way back. But you know that you are in awful shape. And the beast is near the surface. And it is hungry. And this woman, Sandra, sitting in front of you, and it's like, I didn't know you blanks could survive something like that. Bravo. I suspect you're a little hungry. I can't hear you.
Can I try and...
You are strapped down, by the way.
Hmm.
You are...
I will still try and snap up and go at her. Testing how far these chains go.
Oh, it's not chains. This is literally like a chair with metal manacles on them. And it is a metal chair, and it is bolted to the ground with you on it. And there's a strap around your neck to hold you onto the chair. Feet are strapped, your arms are strapped, and then there's a strap across your body that is also strapped down. That one is not metal, though.
You think this is going to stop me?
Yes, it is definitely going to stop you. Exactly what it's meant to do.
Well, but at least we'll see. Only a matter of time. That's not better. That though. You should have killed me though.
Should have killed you. No, we need you.
That very fucked up. Because then we know you won't kill me, so I won't go do anything you want me to do.
You don't have to do anything I want you to do, but it is in your best interest. And she
Kill me.
snaps, and someone comes in, and there is a blood bag. It's warm. Answer my questions honestly and clearly, and it's yours.
No.
When were you born?
Fuck you.
Ah, that's how we're going to do things. All right. give me the other thing. Someone comes up. I will add content warning here. This is going to be body horror / torture sort of scene. Just an FYI, so you all know. And it looks like they gave her wire cutters. And like, is this really what you want to do, sir? Last chance. And she goes up to one of your hands, grabs a thumb. Boink. You can make this a lot easier on yourself.
I try and like take the hand that she took the thumb off, and then try and do like a thumbs up thing. And it's just like a nub there. I didn't think you had it in you.
Naturally a smartass.
Oh, thank you for saying I'm smart.
Oh, I'll give you a little bit of credit. Hacking into that mainframe and then getting into the airport's manifest is quite impressive. Did you learn those skills before you were a blank or since you become a blank?
Does a hell of a job with a 2-year degree. I need to look into it.
I have way, way worse that I can do to you.
Then you should be doing it now because you aren't getting anything from me.
Takes a flashlight. She beams it directly on the hand that the thumb just came off of. And it starts to smoke and burn. And she's just holding it. Oscar, and the beast is closer. Give me another frenzy check. Ooh. At this point, Oscar, you've basically become a gibbering mess. Your words aren't coming out anymore. It is just all teeth and snarling and just trying your hardest to get out of this chair. It's like, we'll come back to him. He'll learn. All dogs learn. She gets up. She walks out of the door. Before she walks out of the door, she puts the flashlight just ever so slightly to the side of you. So you still see the light in like the side of your eye, but it's not directly on you. Back to Serenity, Delroy, and Ari. Who's going in first? Because if none of you decide who's going to go in first, I can tell you who's going to go in first, and you probably won't like it.
No, the gang doesn't we know that.
I think the plan was I think Delroy's idea is to try and get the 3 armed people by the limo.
Okay.
I think he was trying to convey that, like, if we could just somehow subdue those people quickly. So I think it'd probably be all 3 of us pretty much simultaneously trying to get them.
Well, that is certainly the plan for Genghis, as Genghis goes running full tilt. Very graceful. It's quite impressive. Because he was like, they're standing next to you, and then he's not. And then he's on one of these guards. Oh, shit. And Genghis doesn't slow down. When he gets all the way over here to the guard, he just runs directly into him. And you see the guard hit the limo. And the limo just lifts ever so slightly. And the guard hits the ground. That one's out of the game. The other two are immediately on arm. Ivy, where are you? Or I'm sorry, Serenity.
I'm probably waiting for the. There are two.
There's two more left. Genghis took out one, like ultimate success.
How far behind him are Anita and I? Also invisibly.
You can't tell where Anita is.
Okay, how far is Delroy?
Delroy is like, I don't know, this place is probably like about a football field's length away. So how fast are you trying to get there? Like, are you trying to move full tilt? Like, what's your idea?
Yeah, the idea was that it would be simultaneously. So if I guess I would ostensibly hear, or maybe, I guess I wouldn't hear them, but feel them close to me. But I don't have any of that, is what you're saying.
No, Genghis just took off and did Genghis things.
So basically, did you go running at the same time as Genghis?
You're not as fast as Genghis. I'll tell you that.
I'm not as fast as Genghis,
but you're running at the same time. So like,
I'm not as fast as Genghis, but I also didn't see Genghis run fast. So the only sign that I have that Genghis is there is when I see this guy hit the limo.
Pretty much.
So I'm just running at regular pace, and then I'm trying to get there as fast as possible. It's basically. So I don't know where I am ostensibly, but I was obviously
vampire
running.
doesn't really use maps.
Delroy, do you have a gun?
Yes. I have a handgun.
Do you have like any skills in guns?
I think I have some firearm. I got 2 dots in fire. What is the dex in firearms?
I believe.
Maybe it's composure. Composure.
I believe it's composure. And firearms.
Great.
Go for it, my dude.
Because as you go running, I'll put it like this: they're going to see you. Wait, you're invisible, right? Wait, you have
Yeah, he's invisible.
You're invisible. Okay, yeah, never mind.
So is Anita.
Anita is invisible as well. Serenity's hanging back, and Ari's in the shadows. Yes.
Yep.
Okay. You won't get there before they start shooting at Genghis, but you can get in distance where you can aim and shoot. Maybe before they get to shooting.
Okay. I can't make it there before they start shooting, but I can get
you could rouse the blood and, get a little bit faster and make a move if you wanted to do that.
I'm at 3 hunger right now.
That's the test, isn't it?
Yeah.
I didn't realize you were at 3.
I was at 2 when we started, and then I guess I'll go for the gunshot. I don't know where Anita is. It could be kind of a distraction, I guess, in some ways. You know what? I'm going to save my gunshot and just keep running without rousing the blood until I get there.
Okay, so you're just using your whole all full movement to just get up on these guys. Okay, that's cool.
I want to keep my unseen for as long as I can.
Cool. Y'all don't see Anita. Serenity, what's your move?
Okay, so there's those 3 there. We need to knock out the other 2 over there. Or 1.
There's 2 more at the limo.
Right, there's 5 people over there, and then there's the 1 guy loading, right?
There's 1 guy loading, and there's another security person in the docks as well.
I will probably go to take
Or
a
in the
break.
hangar.
And then I'll probably go for the third security guard.
So you're trying to get all the way into the hangar?
Oh, is that not where? Yeah, I thought we. Oh, okay.
So their limo is outside of the hangar.
We're at a different hangar.
There's
so we're
three
gonna
different
make-
securities. So y'all are basically a football field's length away from the other hangar. The outside of the hangar, just outside of it, is where this limo and 3 security guys are. Inside of it is another security person and someone loading, and then the plane itself and whoever's on the plane.
Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go join the other 3 on my So to get to anybody, I still have to run a football field.
Yes, but you have things to make you
Prowess.
fast. Yeah, you have prowess, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just follow Genghis's lead and aim for the other 2 security guards. I don't believe I have a gun.
So you're just gonna you punch somebody? What's the idea here?
Yeah, I'm trying to punch somebody.
Okay.
What
You
am
can
I
punch
supposed
one
to
of
do?
them. Yeah, you can punch one of them. Go for, make your move. Strength and brawl.
Seven.
Right. Let me
Also, I
see
have lethal
here.
body. I don't know if that matters, but
It does. And for this guy that you just smackety smacks, I'm doing a thing. Da, da, da. When you run up on this one, and you punch, you land, but it's not clean. For whatever reason, it feels like he was there and then he wasn't. This was not a normal ass human. This is a ghoul. You know, immediately once you hit that punch and he doesn't go down, it hurt him. But he's still up and he kind of like sideways moves out of it and falls over, but he's still there. As you make this move though, the other one,
go for it. Shoot me. I don't care.
the other one is pulling out the gun to go shoot at you. And right as you look at him and he sees about to do it, you just see his throat just bleed out. Anita's behind him. She licks her blade and goes, "You're next." Looking at the one that you just punched. Ari.
I see all this going down.
Yes.
I am in shadows.
You are.
I will make my way. How far would it be to the other entrance of the hangar?
Ooh, to the other side entrance. Probably about 200 feet.
I will go around, staying in the shadows, staying.
Another 200 feet, I mean. Past
Yeah,
the other distance.
it's a football field, and then
Right.
I am weighing she is on her own versus okay, they are all very focused on doing one thing and nobody is paying attention. Yeah, I think she would probably at least like skirt past them so she could see a little bit beyond just like the hangar and try and keep an eye at least for a little bit.
Cool. So you're making your way to the other hangar entrance.
So the hangar is here. Everybody is going ham On
right
one
out front of
side.
it. Yep.
On by one entrance.
hmm
They are parked over here, right? Basically.
So it's a hangar. So it's a big ass garage
Right,
door
it's a big.
essentially.
It's
But
it's
there
a big.
is another like door on the other side of the hangar.
Right.
you come into.
Right.
And
No, I'm
that's-
trying to figure out where we parked versus like where is she going?
So it'd be a
Is it this way?
diagonal from where you parked to the hangar, and then
So she wouldn't go past them at all.
to get out.
To the other side.
If she wanted to
She
come
would
out the
get
other
past-
side, she would not go past.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, is Ari just wandering off by herself, or like was she gonna walk past Anita and be like, "I'm going this way," and keep going?
Yeah, you can. Ari can basically move this way without passing anybody directly.
Ah, fuck. Yeah, I. Every time somebody wanders off by themselves, they get fucking kidnapped or some shit.
I will say that is like, as you make your way over here, Ari, this place is well lit. You can see basically everything that's going on.
Okay.
It would be hard for you to get snuck up on, essentially, unless there was someone who has supernatural sneaking.
Yeah, well, I already know that's a fucking thing.
You do.
Like, that's not even rare. No, I will make my way towards the group. I'm probably going to stay a good like 15 feet away from them. Just yeah, back, because I am absolutely useless at this point.
So you're just making your way up towards the group, but not like getting directly in there.
No, I'm not trying to get in freaking
Got it.
Genghis's way or Anita's way right now. Like, no, go ahead, do your thing.
Your lookout, basically.
I wouldn't even go that far.
Hey, sorry, you did say you could leave if you'd like.
Serenity, this ghoul's gonna try to shoot you.
I believe I have some sort of celerity power about that as well. Hold on. I don't know if I needed to activate that beforehand, so let me look.
What powers do you have in celerity?
I have Cat's Grace and Blink.
Uh,
I don't know if either of those apply to anything here. I don't know if I have to activate those ahead of time or.
let me see.
I definitely have Cat's Grace, and that's the free one. No,
Yes.
no rouse check, and then there's Blink, but I've never used it before, so I don't know how that one works.
I think Blink could work here. You could basically get in and just try to knock the gun away if you wanted to. And I would say that's a good use of like getting right in front of him in Dex Athletics, see if it does before he gets shot off. Basically, it'll count as a contested roll, and I have his successes, and I want to see what yours are. Oops.
Okay. I need to do a rouse check for Blink, don't I?
Blink indeed does ask for a rouse check.
I failed. I'm at 2.
Hunger is closer.
Only by 1. But it still goes off. And then how many dice do I add in my pool from Blink?
Dex and Athletics.
Right, but do I add anything? Like, does Blink, like, do I add my celerity?
It does not say that you add your celerity. It just says Dex and plus Athletics or as needed.
Eh.
Yeah, it'd be Dex Athletics versus person's Dex of firearms, which is
I'm gonna use a willpower.
He got 2 successes.
I also got 2 successes.
So you get in very fast. He is quick, but he's not quick enough to stop you. But you aren't able to knock the gun out of his hand. The shot goes off, it hits the ground. It's loud, but it does not hurt you. However, the fiery, you know, what is it?
Heat?
The heat of the gun, its discharge is not comfortable next to you. You don't take any damage, but you do take your hands away from it after it
That's fair.
fires.
Can I hit him again while I'm next to him?
Negative. It is not your turn.
Cool. Just checking.
It is now Delroy's turn.
And I'm guessing that I've made it up. I've caught up now.
You're caught up.
I'm still unseen.
Still unseen.
A shot has been fired. So
Shot has been fired.
I will just
You hear noises moving after a shot has been fired. I will say that. Like all of you hear the hangar is getting a different activity after hearing a gunshot go off.
fuck. I'm just gonna
Sound
go.
like, because so far we've only had like 5 people confirmed, and 2 of them are now dead. Does it sound like suddenly more people?
Not really. You just hear, oh shit. And what sounds like the engines of the plane starting.
Sure, saw that coming. Okay. I would like to get invisibly behind this ghoul and just shoot him right in the head. Does that kill ghouls?
You'll find out once you shoot him in the head, won't you?
I mean, usually shots kill pretty much anybody except Kindred.
And I'm guessing it's point blanketness, but I'll roll 4
I'm
firearms
going to.
composure.
You're going to do dex and firearms this time.
Pourquoi?
Need a steady hand to shoot this guy in the head.
All right.
And being that he is tied up, that all 3 of those count and are aggravated damage. He goes down. He's not dead. He does go down.
What kind of guns are they carrying?
It looks like standard 9mm semi-automatics.
It's probably better than my gun that I got from, what was that kid's name?
Red.
Red or
Red.
whatever. Yeah. I'll grab.
Oh,
I'll-
episode 1.
So long ago. So many nights ago. I guess it's not my turn, so I can't just do like a stomp or something like that, right? And take his gun.
No, you finish your action. And this is gonna be over here soon anyway. Genghis is like just jumps over the car, and after seeing you shoot him in the head and this guy's still bleeding, he just fucking curb stomps him. It's gross. It was a good start, Delroy. It was a good start. I think we need to get into the plane as soon as possible, though.
I loosened it for you. I'll take the 9mm. Should we block the plane? Do we need to move the limo in front of it, or should we just get on there now?
It's taken off, so we better move.
It's not taking off. The engines are just on.
Let's just get on this motherfucker. Let's get on this plane.
Okay. So you'll move on to the plane. Ari, are you getting on here as well? I'm just trying to make sure that I get a gauge of what's happening.
Keep asking me
Already
questions.
said you can go. He will not blame you.
Ah.
Because I need to know where everyone is. So I'm asking questions.
No, I know, and I don't know if I want to get on the damn plane.
Also, no one is invisible now, by the way.
I wanted to see if I could. I'm cutting you off a little bit, but I wanted to see if I could mask 1,000 faces the dude that just got curb stomped, grab his 9mm and kind of.
Mask of 1,000 Faces did not turn you into someone else. It's not like a
It doesn't,
chameleon
like-
ability. It makes you basically blend in with the crowd. You look like anybody and nobody at the same time, if that makes sense. You could,
So you wouldn't look
Okay.
exactly like this guy. You'd look kind of like a guy that could be him, but not.
right.
All right, then.
You
forget the
look
whole
like
plan
any
then.
random dude with a suit that works for Sierra Security, essentially. That would be more what
I
it'd
guess
be.
it might be. Is it worth trying? You guys think?
Up
No,
to you.
right?
It'll, if anything, that just you're gonna if she tries to kill us, you might die on this plane anyway. So, you want to die looking like you, or you want to die looking like somebody else?
I was just wondering if it might buy some time if, like, I run up there looking like security, see what it's like. Hey, something, and maybe shoot a pilot or shoot the one security who's in there or something.
Yeah, sure.
Might be a
If you
split
want to
second
go
of
for it.
something.
Genghis
He's,
does a really weird thing in the middle of y'all talking. He just takes another running start and he jumps right on the nose of the plane and he looks at the pilot and he just licks the window. He's like, "Hey there, beautiful." And he's scratching at it and the pilot is going, "Ah!"
I feel like we should take out the pilot too, because I'm scared he might, like, radio for help or something like that.
What happens immediately after that is because then the yellow light you see in the plane and see the pilot in disappears. It is pitch black. You can't see through it. And then seconds later, all of the lights go out around the hangar.
Yep. It is a La Sombra, y'all.
And
What
Anita
did you-
goes, fuck. We got to get in that plane now.
Okay.
How can we if we can't fucking see where it is?
It is still light because there's enough light from city being the airport, that sort of thing, for there's enough ambient light to see it, but it's
Okay.
not bright.
I thought it was like Big Al, like kind of.
No.
that house
It's not
that time.
outside. Outside is not like that, but the inside of the plane, however, is
Word.
pitch black.
Well, let's fucking move, Anita. Let's go, guys. I'll don't
Wait,
worry, I'll
if
start
we
making
go,
moves.
but if we go in there, she. Okay, fine.
Does anyone have auspex?
Am I looking? I don't.
That's the thing. It's already. We'll try to. We're like, guys, she's Sombra. That's magic darkness.
Genghis drops off the front of the plane. He's like, "All right, there's a lot of things I do for love, but I won't do that." And we've switched back over to our favorite Ravnos. You know what's getting you right now, Oscar? It's that blood pack is still sitting on the table. And what you didn't notice immediately about the blood pack, because, you know, the blinding pain of getting a thumb cut off and having a UV light put directly on you, is that the blood pack is left open. And it is dripping just a foot away from you. And you can't reach it. But you're so hungry. So incredibly hungry. This is torture.
I want to know, is it possible if I could use Father Morgana while in this state, or am I too berserker? Pull it off.
Fata Morgana, how would that be used here?
That. So what I'm
Also, wouldn't that
thinking.
require a rouse check?
It would require a rouse check. And you are at 4 hunger, sir.
Yeah.
Oops. Yeah, it should be at
You
4.
don't want to know what happens when you get to 5.
No, it should be 4. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, there's that idea. Did it say rouse? Yeah, rouse.
Let's take a rouse check.
Mhm. Does this take browse as well? Yep, it does. Okay. Well, that's that. Oh, so what Oscar's going to do is he's going to try and whatever is left in the tank, whatever strength he has, he's just going to try and like move arms and legs, try and like rock back and forth to the side to try and loosen up any sort of bolt, strap, anything that might be on, maybe tip over and get just like a.
Give me a strength and athletics.
Got nothing in it, but let's go for it.
Oh no. Yeah. No, Oscar. No chance there, sir. You struggle mightily. And it feels like the chair jitters a little bit. But what happens as you do this is that the light tilts a little bit back over the other way and on you. And you feel the burn again. And you yell. And Sandra comes back and she goes, "Oh, you poor idiot." Grabs the light, stands it up. You're really this hungry, aren't you?
I imagine I'm still like berserkered out. So I'm going like full on like, like Logan and Wolverine, just like just snarling and growling and like just trying to like gnarl.
She calls someone, they come in, and you see what's happening as soon as they walk in, even in your frenzy state. There's a steak. She takes her hand, slathers it in the blood, rubs it across your face, across your lips. You can't move. You can just taste the blood on you, even in your like paralyzed state. It's like there could be so much more, so much easier. You just fucking answer my questions.
He's just still, I mean, he's frenzy. He can't form words. So
I know.
He's just saying that. So
and one of the guards says, they won't talk while they're like this. You got to get them back to a more calm state. They need blood. It's all the blanks. All the blanks are like this. Fine. Do what you must. He takes the bag. He tilts your head back and just pours the rest down on you. And this calms your frenzy. It's not quite enough to sate you, but you're a little bit relaxed. More relaxed, at least. Doesn't quite fix you, but you feel yourself becoming a little bit more healthy. Like the skin in your fingers is growing back a little faster. The one finger that is gone is starting to regrow. And the big man removes the steak. Sandra sits back down. I could do this forever. And you'll live forever. I mean, or until I want you to not live. So we can go through this until you do what I ask you to do. Or not. But eventually, from my understanding, what we've learned dealing with you blanks is that if we do this long enough, eventually you just go mad, which is incredibly interesting because, people do the same thing. Humans, people like me. You torture me for long enough, You put me in one of these sort of situations, you take my body apart, you tear and rip at me. Eventually, my sanity just starts to go. And amazingly, that same thing happens to you. But the weird part about your kind is that you basically turn into rabid beasts, which makes my job actually a little easier, because when you all go rabid, so much easier to find you. You leave a trail. And if we let y'all go and you run around long enough, apparently one of your big bosses comes to find you. It's great. They find you, we find them, put a tag on the dog, unleash it. Little collateral damage happens here and there, but you know, sacrifices must be made. Is that the way you want to end the rest of your days, Oscar?
You see Oscar bring that same hand up with the little thumb growing back. And you just see like the little thumbs up. Sounds pretty good. From my point of view, I have a better chance of outliving you than you finding out what you want. Thanks for the blood.
Oh, you're welcome. In case you didn't know this, and maybe you do, when your kind drink blood from those who have been dosed with heavy doses of certain drugs and things of that nature, they tend to have a very similar reaction. And this one here might loosen you up a little bit. We'll see. I'll see you soon, Oscar.
With Iron Gullet. Yeah,
yes, because Iron Gullet keeps you from rotten blood or really terrible blood from bothering you, but it does not keep you from being affected by drugs.
Unfortunately.
We'll come back to that. Back at the hangar. Y'all can't see what's going on in this plane. And you, as much as you've seen Genghis do, Serenity especially, this is the closest you've ever seen Genghis to being scared.
Nope, we're backing out. We're backing out. Scaring us enough. We gotta go.
I want to check the trunk of the limo and see if they got any flashlights, or probably I'm hoping for flares. See if the limo might have those emergencies sort of thing.
I'm just yelling. We gotta back up. We gotta back out.
How are you opening the limo?
Yeah, that's true.
I was just gonna open the trunk, but it's locked. It's locked. You're saying the limo's locked as well? I haven't checked, I guess.
Genghis says, move. Let's see. Genghis has 2 of those. And he grabs the already dented sort of part of this trunk, and then just kind of like rips it open. A second later, Anita comes up out of one of the dude's pockets and she's shaking keys. Like, there are other ways that Bruja go about things, just so you know.
Good to know. Good to know.
Inside of the trunk is a first aid kit, flashlight, and a box of flares.
You guys think this will be helpful? Take out a couple of the flares and hand them out to whoever wants to take them?
You know, if we set it on fire, sure, but that's fire.
You do have to keep in mind that carrying a flare is carrying a fire.
We gotta.
Or
Gary,
Genghis or Anita, If I
Is
hand it to Genghis
the-
or Nita, do they take one?
Is the stairway still down?
Stairway is still down.
How far into the building is it?
Into the building is the
Like the stairway and the.
once where the plane is to where the stairway is from the the hangar door, I don't know, 75 feet or so. Not very far.
What do you think?
Because it's not a large plane. The nose of the plane is,
He's not
probably
with
like
us.
30-ish
Found.
feet.
I'm not up by the limo, but I can see what you guys are doing, and I'm sure I can hear y'all.
I'm
Is
trying to
there-
be quiet, but
Is there a
I
flare
talk only to them.
gun with it, or is it just
Just
individual
flares. Just flares. Like rope flares, essentially.
Dang, I had a real funny idea.
It's the rope flares with
Somebody wants to
the
make a Molotov
cones.
out of these?
I mean, I don't know. If we're frightened of them, I just say we open one up and throw it in the airplane. See what comes running out.
That's literally what my idea was.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Fire. Who has to be close enough to throw it in?
I'll do it, and I'll just take.
I'm not letting you give
Too
it.
late. Delroy's already
Give
moving.
it. Delroy, give it.
I've already started moving.
My fight.
Are you walking with me, or are you? standing
Yes,
by
I'm
the
walking
limo?
with you and I'm grabbing it from you.
All right. As y'all are making noises out here, you see the shadows in the plane start to creep out of the plane. They're not just staying in there. It is like nasty bit of tentacles basically coming out of this, just crawling shadow tendrils like down like a smoke. But it's just pitch blackness. And it's kind of curling and what have you, further and
Yeah.
further towards you.
She's good.
We gotta go. Now.
Fuck that. And Genghis turns the flashlight out and aims it at the shadows. And the shadows start to retreat. Some.
I have an idea, and it's a little stupid. And it
Well, we're
might
kind
get
of stupid right now.
it might get me pulled into the plane, so come and save me. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna say I will need the flashlight in a moment, and I'm going to
Genghis is
need.
just holding it right at where the shadow is. But it's dark, so the shadow is kind of like creeping
It's
around
creeping.
you. Yeah.
Right. Go ahead and set 2 flares on either side of us. I know it's uncomfortable. Just set them.
Anita, like, voice sounds just like, fine. She grabs one and then, like, kind of like takes it over to the side and sits it. And the shadow that's like creeping up towards her hand to grab just kind of backs away. Genghis tosses another one over his head, kind of ducks. So now you have a little bit of an area where shadow's not surrounding you necessarily the same way.
And I'm going to go right up to the edge of the area. And how big is it? Like 6 feet?
Yeah, it's not big. It's like a small little bubble y'all have essentially in shadow.
I'm going to go ahead and pop my shadow arms. I'm going to take one and just kind of run it up Genghis's body and take the flashlight and absolutely scare the piss out of him because
Yeah,
honestly,
Genghis
it'd
is
probably
like,
make me a little.
what in the ever living fuck what is this?
So I have a flashlight in one and I have an unpopped flare in the other.
And your shadows?
Yes. So actually, I could honestly, the shadows are probably big enough. I'm going to have both in one hand, and I'm just going to have the other shadow arm basically pick me up and like hop slowly forward, keeping the flashlight, trying to keep stuff away-ish from me. I'm not going super far because this is awkward as hell.
As you do this, A woman materializes in front of you from the shadow.
What's up, cuz?
Cute. That's real cute.
Well, everybody out here was panicking.
That's because everybody out here is weak. You have some strength to you. I like it.
Well, and I'm just, I can't talk technically as long as my shadows are going. Because I can't do anything else.
Fair enough. This woman, you don't know her. Serenity, you might have seen her once. Let me see. I want to share this image. Ba-da-da-da-da. There you go. She is a La Sombra.
Spooky.
And she says, name's Karen. Yeah, I know. Karen.
I kind of just raise an eyebrow because that's probably the extent of me being able to do anything.
You all should leave.
Can I still move?
I mean,
I'm gonna go ahead and try and jump back.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Back to my little little safe.
Your little safe from shadow bubble.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go ahead with the shadow arms just standing now, just kind of like look at the others, like wave the shadow arms around.
And the shadows start to dissipate and come more and more and coalesce into Karen. Are we going to leave? Are you leaving now? This is not a fight you can win.
Turn around, look at everybody.
You have a moment. Make your decisions. Don't wait very long.
Just drumming the shadow fingers on the ground.
Anita's give us Sierra now.
Yeah.
You know I'm not going to do that. Serenity, you remember who this woman is now. This is her assistant. This is the one that had been in the when you first came to the hotel, the woman that greeted you. Yep. But she's a Sombra, so it's been funky, but you know. So
hold your horses. Guys, look. We just go.
I ain't no coward. I ain't no punk. You think some shadows gonna scare me away?
I'm trying not to get anybody killed. I made enough mistakes. I don't want you to pay for them.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap Anita and Genghis in shadow arms.
Fuck are you doing, Ari?
Yeah, what are you doing?
And just go ahead and completely cover their faces.
Okay. Well, now they can't talk or move.
And I will let them go and I will drop it and say, I'm not that good at this. I barely like using this, and I could do that to you in half a heartbeat. There is nothing cowardly or stupid about living to fight another day.
I don't want you to pay for my mistakes. I don't want any of you to. So, look, I'm pissed. Yeah, I want to kill her. I can wait another day for that.
Be mad at me. Kick my ass later if you need to, but
Sierra will talk to you alone.
Hell no.
She really does like you.
I was supposed to make a round.
Do I
trip on
look
that.
like I care right now?
You should have just answered the text messages.
Why? So she could get me alone and mind wipe my ass again? No.
I wouldn't exactly call it mind wiping, just selective sort of forgetfulness.
Yeah, like I know I don't care. I don't. So look. Sarah can either find me with my friends or not at all if she would like to find me again. That's it. Let's just go, please.
Be gone. You've already delayed our flight long enough.
I just start walking away.
We're really walking away after this?
For now.
We're gonna let this skinny witch run us off?
Do you want to? I don't care if you don't want to die. I don't want you to die.
Delroy, you the Baron?
First dibs.
What do you think?
I don't know. I just think that Serenity, you're part of the reason why we're here. You
I
were
know,
to get
and
here. Let me finish. And I had to, I made connections, call people to get here. We've killed 3 people. We're standing at the gateway to this thing. You've been telling us to turn around since we got here. I mean, this is big. This is something you could have decided not to do. If we're in it, we're in it. But if you decide we're not in it, we walk away. So we're walking away. But yeah, I'm just a little pissed about it. That's all. Are we gonna die
When you
trying to
walk
get there?
away, this is over.
I don't know.
Just,
Genghis, are we about to run in there and die? Is that what's gonna happen?
I've been in near-death situations before, and I'm still here. I'll do whatever he's going to do.
I mean, we might get some stuff from her that might be interesting to know, but we'll probably find it out without her. And if Serenity doesn't have the passion to, the blood
Oh, I
flowing
have
to
the
revenge,
passion. I
let me
just don't
finish
want.
to get the revenge that she might need, then I say fuck it. Then it's really not worth it. So let's just go.
I've already said it once. Be gone. Bzzz.
What's Ari doing?
Still standing there.
What do you think, Doc?
I think this was a dumb idea from the moment we parked. I'd made my ideas about this very clear 20 minutes ago. I cannot stop that. Not yet. In the future, maybe. But as it stands, y'all are going to get shredded by some shadows. There's not a damn thing I could do to stop it. Like I said, there is nothing cowardly about living to fight another day. But if y'all want to die on your standard of I have an untarnished reputation, by all means, walk into the darkness.
From where we're standing, or from maybe where Arya's standing, can we see what's in the truck at all? Or is it
The truck that was just
was
luggage and
unloaded?
shit? It's just luggage as far as you can tell.
Oh, nothing interesting.
No.
Okay. Fuck this. And Delroy's just gonna start walking too. It's over.
And she turns her back on y'all and then just melts into the shadows. Genghis walks back to the car. He looks like he's about to rip the fucking, like, when Genghis opens his door, as a matter of fact,
Missing a door.
he pulls it too hard and it makes a bit of a skirt noise, but it doesn't quite get to breaking. And he's like, fucking fuck.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this.
Genghis, I will fly you out to Tokyo to take this bitch on if you want. This ain't the time.
Oh, this shit's over. I'm not flying my asshole to Tokyo. Fight some shadow witch. We got bigger fish to fry. Bigger problems on our hands, even.
I will agree
You're
with
right.
that.
But I don't regret doing this for you, Serenity. I owed you one. Just don't like the outcome.
I don't either, but I'm just happy that we all made it out alive. So
Everybody loads in.
Whole car goes up in flames. Way the night's going, whole car goes up.
Drives off. Takes people home.
It's like about 9 o'clock. I want to see how far is the airport in the south of Philadelphia? No, right?
Yes. Well,
It is, right?
it's sort of like,
in the in between,
yeah.
I just want to be dropped off by my burnt out bodega.
Sure. You can drop that via down bodega. There's no rush to getting any place now, so
Thanks, Genghis and Anita, for riding with us, and yeah, much appreciated. We'll talk soon.
yeah.
I'll see you guys maybe at Ari's later or something. Yeah, I'm gonna look at the spot, be in the hood for a little bit.
Genghis drives. So this is a bit of looping around because to get from place to place to place. South Philly is the closest coming from the airport, but then he drives over to West Philly directly from that. Drops off Anita and North, and then it's just Serenity and Ari in the car. Which I assume Serenity has to drive because Ari has some issues with driving.
I know how. I just can't touch anything anymore.
I think I have like a point in drive.
Womp 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 womp.
It's enough because you're not going from
We're not trying to do
anywhere
anything
or trying
special,
to
we're just
escape.
driving
Yes,
back.
you're just driving back.
You should try calling Oscar before we leave. It's been like 2 hours.
I call Oscar.
It is only like 10:30 at night at this point, isn't it? Like, if even that late.
After driving around, it is probably about, dropping everybody off. It's probably like 11. Because you had to do some circles, but still, that's not late, right? So you call Oscar?
Yeah, we try.
We try.
Hello?
Do I recognize the voice?
I believe you would.
Oh, fantastic. And I hung up.
Miss
I hung up.
Sanchez.
I don't care.
Bink.
2 eyes got him.
Man, the hits
I'm not
just
kidding.
keep
The
coming.
same lady was in the car with us, picked up his phone. Also, I need a new phone. And I smashed it.
I was saying it just starts ringing.
Throw it out a window.
Yeah, I smashed it to pieces on my so it can't, and I throw it out a window. I'm gonna get rid of your car. You get rid of all traces of us.
Again. I just did this 3 months ago.
I know.
Fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry I sent us on a wild goose chase. I'm sorry that. I'm just prone to stupid decisions, I guess. So sorry.
Delroy, what are you doing at your old burnt down husk of a bodega?
I mean, I'm looking at it. I'm disappointed by the night, disappointed by how things have just been going over the last couple, as long as it's been a week, you know, of everything just falling apart. And I haven't been back here since the fire. So just looking at it, and I don't know, I'm imagining like the burnt up chessboards, like half of it's a little bit outside. Um, and I'd like to go in and explore it in some way. If is it completely burnt down, or is it like
You
kind of that
can
husk?
you can absolutely walk in there. It's got like the, you know, boards up on the windows and door, but you could probably easily finagle your way through those. Or you could also go into the back door, which you still have a key to.
Let's do that instead, for sure. And if it's still standing, why the heck not?
Yeah, the back door is still standing because that's along the brick side of the wall. And you're able to go and do there, but this place is gone, basically. There's like some melted countertops and, you know, your old refrigerators and freezers. All the glass is busted out of them. They're melted on the inside. The basement, it all smells like smoke and fire. There's hardly anything left here.
Yeah, and after that, I'd just like to be there and just like deep in thought about times we had, when it was, knowing Ari when she was, you know, just a doctor who used to come and hang
Actually,
out.
one of the few things left is still part of your sign. The Delroy's sign is still there.
Come on, why would you do that? Yeah, it's one of those, holds it, just lets it fall from his hands, wipes the ash away. Thinking about Ari's change, thinking about Serenity's, you know, how the city's changing her, and then I'm gonna head down to the docks, like slowly meander my way to the docks and try and see if I can get some business done instead of just this pity party that I'm having in my burnt out bodega.
Cool. Ari and Serenity, are y'all heading straight back to your place, Ari, or what's your plan here?
As much as I would hate to walk into the lion's den, as it were, we should probably find and tell his sire.
Sure.
Also, we should probably get Delroy, because Delroy's an idiot and he will jump back into that car.
Okay.
Cool. And with that, we're going to take a short break. Brief intermission here. Got people get some water, get their emotions calmed down after all the shenanigan and fuckery we just went through. And we'll come back to this and check on old Oscar here and see how he's
SPF
surviving
10,000.
and what else is going on with our coterie. Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. We're going to run a short ad in the meantime as well. Got to pay the bills, you know what I mean? But yes, stay with us. We will be right back. If I can hit the buttons. right, folks. It is me, Prince, Dimples and Dice. I wanted to let you all know that we're going to call the stream at this point. We had some unforeseen circumstances come up, and we won't be able to continue for the rest of this evening. We will be back next week for our Wednesday show at 7 p.m. Eastern time. Do apologize that we had to call it early, but yeah, stuff comes up. That's how it goes. So we will see y'all next week, 7 p.m. Eastern on Wednesday for D&D, Story as Issaret. And then you can catch us here again next Saturday at 9 p.m. our regular scheduled time for a vampire. And we'll continue on from there. So thank y'all very much for hanging out with us, and we'll see y'all. Appreciate everybody who came out tonight.